All right, Stephen, peanut butter and jelly, peas and carrots. Things that just go together, like Nutanix compute and storage. Well, at least until today, because Nutanix is now offering dedicated nodes for storage as well as for compute. This represents a huge shift away from the progenitor of hyperconverged infrastructure and their assertion that compute and storage nodes together in the same box is the best solution. Now, all of these announcements came out during Nutanix.NEXT, which is where the company is touting these additional ways to be leveraging their hybrid cloud solutions for specific workload environments like databases and things like that. The company points out that the flexibility of having different instance types managed under the same console in their hybrid cloud is something that other competitors aren't really able to do today. But Stephen, let's be fair. Nutanix saying that you don't need to buy compute and storage in the same box, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been following Nutanix actually all the way back to September of 2011 at Tech Field Day 8. That's the first time we saw Nutanix. And ever since then, they have been the champion of this whole hyperconverged concept, which essentially says, that these things should be tightly coupled. It's really interesting to see the company move to a more loosely coupled future, because after all, that's something that a lot of competitors have been saying for a long, long time, and claiming that that's a detriment to the Nutanix solution. Well, it's not a detriment anymore. You can now deploy more dedicated storage and compute nodes to mix and match what you've got in your HCI stack. And I think that this will allow much greater customization and much greater fit for purpose with these nodes in diverse workloads. For example, when running databases, this is one of the big areas that people are very interested in hyperconverged solutions, because DBAs don't want to have to meddle with hardware and infrastructure. And by introducing this, it sounds like Nutanix is going to be delivering a much better service to those folks. So these new nodes are also part of a rollout from Nutanix of a new platform as a service product, including a database as a service offering. This reminds me of something that we saw, for example, from Pure Storage earlier, but frankly, it's in line. That's not a dig on Nutanix, because it's in line with where the whole industry is going. So just like database people want simple infrastructure people want simpler databases. And by offering this, Nutanix, I think, is meeting the needs of their customers. They've also got some other improvements that they showed at Nutanix.NEXT, including multi-cloud snapshots, improvements to their central management system, and so on. But overall, I think that this is a smart move for them to move to a more diverse offering that allows customers to have exactly the right solution for their workload.